Episode 4. The Man Who Married the Waiting Twin. There are marriages that join two people, and there are marriages that wake something else. Taiwo's marriage did not begin with joy. It began with pressure. By the time Taiwo agreed to marry Ayer, 5 years had passed since Kehinde vanished into the mouth of the world. 5 years of prayers that circled back unanswered. 5 years of Mama growing smaller inside her own body, as though hope were a tax collected daily. The elders said it was time. A woman cannot wait forever, they told Taiwo. What they meant was, no one should remain unclaimed for too long. Taiwo did not love Ayer. She chose him the way tired people choose chairs, because he was available, solid, and did not ask too many questions. He smiled gently. He spoke softly. He traveled often. Too often. From the beginning, Taiwo felt watched inside her own marriage. Not by Ayer, by the spaces he left behind. On nights when he returned late, the room smelled of rain even when the sky was clear. On mornings after his travels, dust clung to his shoes. Red dust, the kind that belonged to roads that had never been near their home. When Taiwo asked where he had gone, Ayer answered easily. Work, he said, always work, but he never spoke of the roads. The wedding day arrived under a sky too quiet to trust. Mama dressed Taiwo with hands that shook. This was not how it was meant to be, Mama whispered, pressing her forehead to Taiwo's. Twins are meant to cross thresholds together, even if one walks first. Taiwo felt something tighten inside her chest. Kehinde should have been there, standing beside her, laughing too loudly. The space Kehinde should have occupied felt crowded with absence. Far away, in an airport lounge halfway across the world, Kehinde doubled over in pain. The charm burned like fire. Her chest constricted. She tasted iron. Something had been sealed without her. She checked the date. Her hand shook. Taiwo was getting married. On a day the twins had always shared. The road laughed. Back in the village, drums beat. Marriage songs rose. But beneath the celebration, something old stirred. Twins are mirrors. When one crosses a threshold alone, the mirror cracks. That night, Taiwo dreamed of standing at an altar that stretched endlessly forward. Ayer waited ahead, his face blurred, shifting. When she reached him, he turned, and Kehinde's face stared back at her, hollow-eyed, accusing. Taiwo woke screaming. Ayer did not stir. He slept like a man who had already given something away. The house changed after the wedding. Corners darkened. Silence grew heavier. Taiwo began hearing whispers not in her ears, but behind her thoughts. He knows. He has walked the road. He married you to complete something. Ayer began locking doors that had never required locks. He forbade Taiwo from sweeping after sunset, from pouring water on the doorstep at night, from standing at crossroads. Small rules, he said kindly, for peace. But rules are only needed where danger already exists. One evening, Taiwo followed him. She did not plan to. Her feet moved before her fear could speak. Ayer walked not toward the main road, but behind houses through footpaths that did not appear during the day. Paths that folded into themselves like remembered dreams. Taiwo watched as he stopped at a place where 3 narrow tracks met. A crossroads. He knelt. Taiwo's blood went cold. He whispered words she could not hear. Then he placed something on the ground. A bowl. Taiwo stumbled back, heart pounding. When she returned home, Mama sat waiting in the dark. You should not have married yet, Mama said quietly. Taiwo collapsed at her feet. Mama, she sobbed, what have I done? Mama closed her eyes. You have completed a shape that was left open, she replied. And the road has noticed. Across the ocean, Kehinde screamed awake. She saw Taiwo kneeling. She saw a bowl filling. She saw a man standing where she should have stood. And she understood, finally, the cruelty of delay. Twins are not meant to live separate lives. They are meant to divide the cost. Kehinde booked her final return. No more detours. No more postponement. Because if she did not come home soon, Taiwo's marriage would finish the bargain she had refused. And this time, the road would not accept partial payment.